How do we blend this amazing sets, the puppeteering, the performances, so that it's a seamless story. Beetlejuice, it's 30 years later in a film that had groundbreaking techniques to begin with. So what could you then do that respects those techniques?
That's what we're here to find out.
Tim was certainly curious about a very high-speed sensor. The idea that we could shoot at 3200 ASA, he quickly and immediately saw the benefits. I still love film the most. I think it's really special, but I do think it has its limitations, and I think it would have been difficult to have done some of the work on this, in particular the night work. And I really do like the color aspect of the Sony VENICE too. I think it's great at rendering colors, and you've got this combination of nitrate stock live grain, candle-lit fill with LED changing lights. There was some infrared black and white. And our lenses are 1.3 anamorphic ultra panatar 2s and auto panatar. That combination is quite unique. And these sensors are quite receptive to that. It just doesn't look exactly like anything that he had seen or worked on to that extent. Infrared cinematography has been around for quite a while. In narrative filmmaking, hasn't been used that much, but he was very curious about things like that. The other thing that I started experimenting with that he really liked was black and white infrared. I was curious to see what kind of infrared would be emitted by candles, and lighting a scene with only candles but shooting it in black and white infrared. We talked to our fantastic team at Sony and our fantastic team at Panavision. I had not really seen any interior night infrared, so I just did some tests, and it was more out of like, well, what would this look like, and would it be different? And Tim really liked it. You're photographing radiation rather than reflection of color and light, and it's very otherworldly. I did some testing with the Sony FX3. I was curious in using a smaller camera, and particularly for the bicycle sequence. We talked about Russian arms and that I have used and very much love. I wanted to be light and nimble, so we used a combination of mounting the FX3 on the bike with a small Ronin, and also on the back of an electric bike. And again, it's part of that immersive process. If the camera, which is the audience, is on this really large bit of equipment, there's an attitude that's gonna be in the image itself. But being a bit more playful with it, it felt to me a little freer, a little more punkish in that regard. I also feel that one of the reasons why it worked particularly well is that the color space for the two cameras, it's from the same place. In reality, projected, it worked, and it worked very well. Tim is a genius director, and his impact on cinema and I think culture is really impressive. Everyone knows the score and the notes, but what really makes something stand out is the attitude of the person playing those notes. That attitude or feeling, I think, is the thing that you, as a cinematographer, have to understand from the director that is not in the script. It's the sight unseen. And our process of collaboration was for me to understand that and be a part of that.
The juice is loose.